Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I really need to tell you this story. And I'm having trouble formulating the story, even though it's all there. I'm having trouble because it is otherworldly and unbelievable, and it feels new. So I shared a story about ice cream, how I would eat my ice cream melted, like right before the consistency of a milkshake, right before the consistency of a frosty, just right before there. I was a kid, and I would eat it because it allowed me to savor the joy longer. And one of my friends, Iris, watched, one of my sisters, Iris watched that video, and she said, "Oh, that's cute." She's watching the video, and it's like, "Oh, that's a wonderful story." And she said then she felt herself being pulled into what I call Black World, which is a corner of heaven where the living and the dead can converse. She felt herself pulled in, and she was there with my mother. And my mother was telling her about her baby girl, me, her baby. And she would call me her baby. And after my mother died, she left journals. And on each page, she was talking to me that way. So I knew that the way Iris described this whole encounter was so true because of my mother's journals and the way she spoke to me, particularly in those journals in her last days. And the message came to me at a time when I was deliberating, worrying, as my mother would call it, worration, going through some things. And so the delivery not only was her experience with my mother, someone she never met, powerfully profound, but the moment that I opened her message was the message that I needed for comfort, for care. And I began to think, what if our ability to share a story about our own life enables others to enter into meditation, visitation, communication with all that is? I know that's out there. And I know I it's out there for me. It's out there for me. But what if the way we are engaged, because we're not present most of the time. We're engaged with the news and the mayhem and the stuff, but we're not present with it. If we were present with it, we'd do something about it, right? If we were really present with it. What if instead of doing that, we really engaged with the person, we really connected, we really communicated, we really communed with the person in front of us so well that we could see all the folks they bring in? Because I think that's what I know. There are some folks who call themselves psychic, and some people who call themselves empaths, and some of them just like, I'm like, whatever. But 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 I think that ability to communicate so deeply with the loved one in front of you that it allows you to see the loved ones behind them. What if that's possible? And as my nephew Ethan says, that's why they call it mystery. I love you.